Yes, whole green moong it is today. Now, a year back, YouTube recommended this recipe, this video to me by my favorite chef. I watched this video for the first time and I tried it for the first time. I tried making green whole moong, but I made it in a Maharashtrian style. But this one is amazing. And for the first time when I made it, I killed it. I nailed it. My wife loved it, my daughter loved it, and I was blown away with this, the flavor that it had. Okay, so today I'm going to make Mughlai style whole green moong recipe. Okay, now this is by my favorite chef. I watch most of his video. He's an excellent chef. Okay, and I love the way he speaks. I love the way he explains things, and I have learned a lot from him. So if you've already guessed his name, please leave it in the comment below. And without further ado, let's get started. So let's begin. Here, as you can see, I had soaked half cup of whole green moong overnight. Now as you can see, it's washed nicely, and just to reduce the cooking process, I will be pressure cooking this. So here I've taken a pressure cooker in which I'll be adding in 1 tablespoon of ghee, followed by half teaspoon of shahi jeera and 1 black cardamom. Once you start hearing the crackling sound of the shahi jeera, just add in 1 small size onion sliced, okay, and just fry the onion until it's translucent. Make sure that you don't turn the onion nutty or brown or golden brown, okay, just keep it translucent, that's it. Once the onion turns translucent, we'll add the whole moong and just give it a quick mix, after which we'll be adding in some dried spices. So here goes in 1 teaspoon of coriander powder and 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric powder. So just by adding these little ingredients, it will enhance the flavor of your whole moong. Now we'll just add in some water and we'll pressure cook this until the moong is nicely cooked. Now while this whole moong is pressure cooking, we'll start preparing the barista. Now barista is something that we'll be using at the end, okay, that will enhance the flavor of this whole moong recipe. Adding in some generous amount of oil, and in which I'll be adding in 2 big size onion sliced. And now we need to fry this onion well until it turns golden brown and nutty. Now this will take some time. At the meantime, we'll check our whole moong, okay, because it's already been 3 to 4 whistles. So I'll just check the whole moong. Look at this, perfect. So the whole moong is nicely cooked, okay, that's it. We'll keep this aside. And here at the meanwhile, our barista also is ready. Unfortunately, it's just become dark brown. Okay, it is not supposed to be like that, but never mind, it's okay. It will still taste good. So I'll just remove this onions aside. Okay, it's slightly burned, so it will give a little bitter taste, okay, but it's not completely burned, so that's fine. So I'll just keep this aside and we'll start with the cooking process. Now for the cooking, in the same oil, I'll be adding in 3 cloves, half teaspoon of shahi jeera, and again once the shahi jeera starts crackling, we'll add in our next ingredient, that's ginger garlic. So this is around 4 garlic cloves. These are big garlic cloves. I've finely chopped it, along with 1 inch ginger. And now we need to fry this until the garlic turns slightly brown and nutty. So as you can see, the garlic has turned nutty a little bit, and now at this stage we'll be adding our next ingredient, that's onion. So here I'll be adding in 1 big size onion finely chopped. Now the reason why I didn't let the garlic turn completely brown, because while frying this onion, the garlic also will turn brown. Now we need to fry this onion nicely until it turns brown along with the garlic cloves. And here I'll be adding in one green chili I've finely chopped. Now if you want it spicy, you can add in more, okay, but honestly this dish will taste good when it's mildly spicy, so you can just add in one green chili. And honestly, if you have kids at home, you would want to give this to them. They will love it and they will ask you to make it again. And here I will also be adding in a pinch of hing. And as you can see, the onions have already turned brown. Now at this stage I will add in the dried spices. Now for the dried spices, I'll be adding in 1.5 teaspoon of red Kashmiri chili powder. Now this is not spicy, it will just give you a nice color to this dish. And here I have added in 1 teaspoon of coriander powder. Now I'll just mix it well, making sure that I don't burn the dried spices. The dried spices gets burned very fast, so just make sure that you just stir it well and just let it cook for 15 to 30 seconds, and that's it. And then quickly I'll add in half cup of curd. Now this is half cup of curd. I've whisked it well. That's why if you see, it's very smooth. Just make sure that you whisk it well. And now we'll just mix it and we'll let it fry or let it cook until the oil starts separating. Now this will give you a nice sour flavor, a sour taste to the curry. So you can just mix it well. You can also add in tomato, so you can replace the curd with tomato, but I like to add in the curd, okay, because it gives that nice creamy texture to the whole moong curry. So here as you can see, the oil has started separating. Now at this stage we will add in our boiled moong. Okay, before that I'll just nicely mix it. Now while you're frying this, always make sure that you keep stirring it because it's fat and it's thick, so there are chances that it might stick at the bottom. So just make sure that you keep mixing it well. Now whenever I'm cooking, I make sure that my masala is roasted nicely because that enhances the flavor of any dish. So now I'm adding in the whole moong. And let's mix this well together. And while mixing it, just with the help of the ladle, try to smash the moong at the bottom. And just make sure that you don't add too much water. Just keep the consistency thick. Look at this. Okay, so this is the consistency that we need to maintain throughout. And we need to simmer this for around 10 to 12 minutes on low to medium flame. Now at this stage, you can check for salt and adjust the salt if needed. Now while this is simmering, just make sure that you keep moving the ladle because the gravy is thick, so there are chances that it might stick at the bottom or it might even burn. So make sure that you keep moving the ladle. Now pressure cooking the whole moong reduced my overall cooking time. Okay, that's the reason 10 to 12 minutes of cooking in this pot is perfectly fine. Okay, now what I'll do is I'll turn off the flame. I will garnish it with fresh coriander leaves finely chopped, and now at this stage we'll add in Barista. Wow, look at this. Now while I was preparing this, my wife and my daughter, they came in the kitchen thrice to check whether the food is ready. It tastes and it smells so delicious. It is a perfect restaurant style whole moong dal. You can eat it with rice, or you can eat it with chapati, or you can eat it with naan. You eat it with anything. You can simply even eat this whole moong, take it in a bowl and just have it. It's amazing, it's delicious. And now after mixing it well, it's time to serve hot. So that's about it, guys. Do let me know in the comments below how you like this recipe, how you like this video, and I want you to try this recipe at home. Trust me, you will fall in love with this recipe. It's really rich, as you could see it in the video itself. It is very simple, it is rich, it is delicious, and especially if you have kids at home, you should give them. They will love this. Okay, and it's rich in protein, fat, everything. Just try it once and please leave a comment below. Please hit a like, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do subscribe. Till then, my name is Stan. I will see you next time. Bye bye.